Hi YouTube, Tim Eckert here. In this video, we're going to go through SAT style problems where you're given a quadratic function written in factored form and you've got to find either the minimum or the maximum. Let's take a look at problem 1. It says f of x equals x minus 2, quantity x minus 2 times the quantity x plus 6. So each of the factors here are x minus 2 and x plus 6. Function f is defined by the given equation. For what value of x does f of x reach its minimum? So the value of x where f of x reaches its minimum is going to be halfway in between the two x-intercepts. So we need to find those first, and we can do those, we can figure that out by setting the x-intercepts equal to 0. So I'm going to say x minus 2 equals 0. And we're going to solve for x, and also x plus 6 equals 0. And we'll solve for x. So here we want to get rid of the subtraction of 2, so we're going to do the inverse. We're going to add 2, and we have to do that to both sides to keep the equation equivalent. 2 minus 2 is 0, so on this side we just get x equals 2. Over here we want to get rid of the addition of 6, so we're going to subtract 6. 6 minus 6 is 0, so we just have x equals negative 6. Okay, so to give you an idea of what's going on here, if we have our x-axis here, do a rough sketch, and our y-axis here, it might be written y equals f of x or something like that, the vertical axis. So we're going to have our function, let's say it goes through negative 6. It does go through negative 6 in this case, and 2. So let's have fun with colors here. So we're going to have our parabola, and that's not the best drawn parabola, but it goes through, and the minimum is going to be somewhere halfway in between negative 6 and 2. Okay, and it should be, the way I drew it, it should be symmetrical on both sides of this line here, but minimum is going to be somewhere, at this x value. Okay, so to figure that out, all we have to do is we have to average. So the minimum is going to be the average of the two x-intercepts. So to find the average, we'll add negative 6 to positive 2, and we'll divide by 2. So negative 6 plus 2 is negative 4. And negative 4 divided by negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. So the x value, where f of x reaches its minimum, is x equals negative 2. All right, let's try some more to make sure we've got the hang of this. Okay, we have another one. F of x equals x plus 5 times x minus 9. The function f is defined by the given equation. For what value of x does f of x reach its minimum? So it's going to be halfway in between these intercepts. So we're going to set each of the factors equal to 0. So x plus 5 equals 0. And x minus 9 equals 0. To undo the addition of 5, we're going to subtract 5 from both sides. And 5 minus 5 is 0. So we get x equals negative 5. Here we're going to add 9 to both sides to undo the subtraction of 9. 9 minus 9 is 0. So we're left with just x equals 9. And our x value at the minimum, we could denote that with like x min, or we don't really have to do that, but we want to get fancy. That's going to be negative 5 plus 9. We're going to divide that by 2. Negative 5 plus 9 is like 9 minus 5, so it's 4. Divided by 2, so my value of x at the minimum is 2. All right, now we're going to move on to ones with maximum. But before we get to those two, if you know people who have like-minded interests, like to learn this stuff, Please share the video with them. That'll help this video get out to more people and help more people. All right, let's go to problem 3. All right, so problem 3, we've got f of x equals -2 times the quantity x plus 7 times the quantity x minus 3. So x plus 7 and x minus 3 are the factors. This -2 in front will turn the parabola so it opens upside down, and at the high point, the vertex is going to be, your max. Okay, so it's going to have a maximum. But the premise is the same. The maximum is going to be halfway between the two x-intercepts. So first off, we have to solve for the x-intercepts. So we're going to set x plus 7 equal to 0. We're also going to set x minus 3 equal to 0. So to get rid of the subtraction of 7, we'll take off 7. 7 minus 7 is 0. So x equals -7. Here we'll add 3 to both sides. 3 minus 3 is 0, and x is going to be 3. Now you may be noticing whatever the sign is in here, you just change the sign to the opposite. You make it good enough where you just notice that, and you go, okay, x-intercepts are -7, +3. Now the value of x at the maximum is going to be equal to -7 plus 3 divided by 2. It's going to equal -4 divided by 2, which will be -2. All right, so one more to go. Hopefully you're getting the hang of this. If not, you can watch the video again, try and make up your own problems and solve them. All right, this last one, f of x equals -3 times the quantity x minus 8, which is a factor, times the quantity x plus 4, which is also a factor. Since the function f is defined by the given equation, for what value of x does f of x reach its maximum? Again, this -3 in front, the negative number in front, will make it open upside down, so you'll have a max at the vertex, a local maximum, or an absolute maximum, really, in this case. All right, let's set each of the factors equal to 0. So I'm going to say x minus 8 equals 0, and also x plus 4 equals 0. We're going to add 8 to both sides here. 8 minus 8 is going to be 0. We're going to x equal to 8. Here we're going to subtract 4 from both sides. 4 minus 4 is 0, so we get x equals -4. All right, the x value at the maximum is equal to 8 plus -4 divided by 2, so that's like 8 minus 4, so it's 4 divided by 2, which is 2. I made a lot of my answers either 2 or -2. Maybe I'll make another video with different ones. Anyway, so that's all there is to it. Hopefully this video was helpful to you. If it was, please like and subscribe. Thank you.